Hello and very welcome everyone to this session of the current affairs. Today we are going to discuss the session of 18th of December 2024. We are going to see what had happened so far in our country and all around the world. We will see the type of things that we need to take care and need to note down in our notebooks that will help in our preparation, and the type of question that could come into our exams in the upcoming sessions. So let's start and see what are the topics I got covered for you in this session. So I have got international news, state news, banking and finance news, science and technology news, sports news, obituary, awards and recognitions, and we will talk about them one by one. Before we start, the images used in our slide deck are for educational purpose only. We respect the intellectual property rights of the original creators and owners of these images. If you are the owner of any of the images used in this deck and have any concerns or issues, please contact us at sathee@iitk.ac.in and we shall remove the images. So first news that we have with us is Israel expands settlements in Golan Heights amid regional shifts. So particularly, first of all, you need to know that where is Golan Heights. So as the particular news you are reading, Israel is the one where you can see this particular place, and Israel has expanded the settlements in the Golan Heights. So Golan Heights you will find in the Middle East region near about Israel, and particularly in the areas of Syria. So Israel has approved a settlement expansion plan in the Golan Heights. Over $11.13 million has been allocated to boost population and infrastructure in the region. The decision follows political changes in Syria, particularly the fall of the Assad regime. Israel aims to double the population in this strategically significant territory. So a new type of dispute, particularly that is already under the development for the last so many years, is again under circumstances, and again we are going to talk about this particular Golan Heights because Israel has expanded the settlement, and because of which the political changes that we can see in Syria are not appropriate. So do remember that Israel has expanded the settlement in Golan Heights amid regional shifts. If we talk about Israel, so recently for the last 1 year, more than 1 year, Israel has already been in a dispute and a kind of a regular dispute with Gaza Strip against the Palestine, and now this new type of expansion has gave a rise to a new type of dispute, which is already a matter for so many years. So do remember, Israel has expanded the settlements in Golan Heights. Moldova joins International Solar Alliance. So first of all, you need to know that what is International Solar Alliance. International Solar Alliance was created in 2015 with the objective to create more solar energy, especially in the countries which are coming under the tropical regions. And the headquarters is in Gurugram, and particularly in India. And International Solar Alliance was created with the joint venture of India and France, and now Moldova has joined the International Solar Alliance. So Moldova has officially joined the International Solar Alliance. ISA Framework Agreement was signed in New Delhi by India's External Affairs Minister Mr. S. Jaishankar and Moldovan Deputy Prime Minister Mihai Obzoi. Moldova's inclusion followed Armenia becoming the 104th full member last month. The ISA aims to mobilize over $1,000 billion in investment by 2030 to overcome challenges in solar energy financing, technology, and scalability. So other students, do remember that Moldova is the new particular country that has joined the International Solar Alliance. And do remember that by 2030, what is the objective of ISA? The objective of ISA is to mobilize over $1,000 billion in investments. So do remember, Moldova joins International Solar Alliance. What is the Gadimai festival and why is it controversial? So the Gadimai festival is held every 5 years in southeastern Nepal. Known for the mass slaughter of animals, it is one of the world's most controversial religious observances. The festival draws hundreds of thousands of Hindus who believe the ritual will appease the Hindu goddess Gadimai. Despite legal challenges and public outcry, the festival continues, raising debates about the intersection of religion, tradition, and animal welfare. So, do remember that Gadimai festival is held every 5 years in southeastern Nepal. So, do remember one thing that Gadimai festival is related to Nepal, and why it is particularly under controversy and why it is under the particular talk these days, because it is known for the mass slaughtering of animals. It is one of the world's most controversial religious observance. So, for that purpose, it is a controversial festival, and that is why Gadimai festival is currently in the talks these days. So, do remember it is a festival related to Nepal. Remember that the chief of the army staff of Nepal was recently given an honorary general rank in Indian Army as well. So do remember that thing else. India promote AIIMS system globally with new chairs in 5 countries. So the Ministry of Ayush has launched a scheme to promote international cooperation and enhance awareness of Ayush system worldwide. India has established AIIMS chairs at 5 foreign universities in Bangladesh, Australia, Mauritius, Latvia, and Malaysia. The initiative aimed to advance academic exchange, research, and public awareness of Ayurveda yoga, naturopathy, Unani, Siddha, Sova Rigpa, and homeopathy. The effort contributes to the global acceptance and recognition of these traditional system. So do remember that India promotes AIIMS system globally with new chairs in 5 countries. Which are the 5 countries basically? So 5 countries are, firstly is it is Bangladesh, then Australia, then Mauritius, Latvia, and Malaysia. So you all know that Bangladesh, Australia, Mauritius, and Malaysia. Mauritius is a country that lies in Indian Ocean region. So you must be thinking about Latvia. So Latvia you can find in the northern Europe. So do remember that in these 5 countries, the India is going to establish the AIIMS, and that is going to be the 5 foreign universities to be organized in these 5 countries. And what is the purpose? The purpose is to promote the AIIMS system globally with the new chairs of 5 countries that will help in creating this scenario that particularly the type of research will be done on Ayurveda, yoga, naturopathy, Unani, Siddha, Sova Rigpa, and homeopathy. So do remember which are the 5 countries. The 5 countries are Bangladesh, Australia, Mauritius, Malaysia, and Latvia. So try to remember these countries like this. Okay, once you have read them, so try to remember them in your mind. This is the way to learn and to read out the things and to learn and to remember these things in your mind. Once you've done it right now, then you go, then you will particularly the time when you are not reading or learning anything, the time you are sitting idle, at that time also in your mind the things should be going on. That if someone just come and ask you that which are the 5 countries where the Ayush ministry or the India is going to set up the centers for under the Ayush system, so you just take your time, 1 or 2 seconds, and just give the answer that the countries are Bangladesh, Australia, Malaysia, Mauritius, and Latvia. So these are the 5 countries. If you don't remember, just go back and check your notebook and try to remember the names once again. Uber unveils Moto Woman bike taxis for women in Bengaluru. Uber has launched a pilot program called Moto Woman in Bengaluru. This service is exclusively designed for female riders and drivers. It offers an on-demand bike taxi option with an emphasis on safety and empowerment. The initiative aims to provide a safer, more flexible earning opportunity for women while addressing safety, privacy, and public transport integration. So if we talk about Uber, so Uber has started the Moto Woman. The motto behind this Moto Woman is that the driver will be a woman and and this particular service will only be applicable for the women customers who are particularly opting for this particular thing, this particular type of facility of Uber. So do remember that Uber has launched Moto Woman, and where it has launched the pilot project in Bengaluru, and particularly for the female riders and female drivers. RBI list restrictions on Edelweiss Group, ECL Finance, and ARC. Reserve Bank of India has lifted supervisory restrictions on ECL Finance Limited and Edelweiss Asset Reconstruction Company Limited. These restrictions were imposed in May 2024 due to regulatory compliance concerns. After significant engagement and corrective actions by the companies, the RBI is satisfied with their adherence to regulatory norms. The companies are now allowed to resume normal operations. So do remember that RBI has lifted the restrictions on Edelweiss Group's ECL Finance and ARC. RBI is the central regulatory body of banking in our country, and it was founded in 1934, and it is working under the Regulatory Act of RBI that came in 1949. So do remember, RBI lifts restrictions on Edelweiss Group, ECL Finance, and ARC. Inquis upgrades SARAT for enhanced sea rescue operations. So the Indian National Center for Ocean Information Services has upgraded its search and rescue aid tool called SARAT. So remember, what is the full form? Search and Rescue Aid Tool. Originally introduced in 2016, SARAT has been crucial for the Indian Coast Guard and other agencies. The new version, SARAT 2, includes advanced features for more accurate predictions of missing objects and individuals at sea. This upgrade aims to optimize rescue operations and improve their effectiveness. So do remember that Inquis has upgraded the SARAT for enhanced sea rescue operations. And for this purpose, particularly if we talk about SARAT, remember that when it was introduced in 2016, and it helps the Indian Coast Guard and other particular agencies like Navy for particularly taking care of the things of research and rescue type of things. So do remember, Inquis upgrades SARAT. Kisan Kavach, Bharat's indigenous anti-pesticide bodysuit. So Dr. Jitendra Singh, Union Minister of State for Science and Technology, unveiled Kisan Kavach, India's first indigenous anti-pesticide bodysuit. Developed by Brick in STEM Bangalore in collaboration with Sapio Health Private Limited. The bodysuit is designed to protect farmers from health risks associated with pesticide exposure. So this initiative aligns with the Prime Minister's Narendra Modi vision of leveraging science and technology to empower the agriculture community. So the type of question that could come from this particular news is that they will ask you that what is Kisan Kavach? And they will give you different type of options, like Kisan Kavach is a particular type of suit that helps the farmers from protecting the crops from animals. So these type of options will be there. So do remember that Kisan Kavach is a particular suit that is dedicated for anti-pesticide bodysuit. That means when the farmers are particularly using a different type of pesticide, so sometimes some type of pesticides are harmful for skins as well, and they can create a different or the very deadly disease into the body. So to protect the farmers from that, bodysuit has been created that is called a Kisan Kavach. Bumrah surpasses Kapil Dev to become India's top wicket taker in Australia. Jasprit Bumrah has become India's highest wicket taker in Test cricket on Australian soil. He surpassed Kapil Dev's tally of 51 wickets on December 18, 2024 during the third test between India and Australia at the Gabba, Brisbane. Bumrah now has 52 wickets in Australia, highlighting his crucial role in India's pace attack. This milestone cements Bumrah's place in Indian cricket history. So, do remember that which player particularly recently has surpassed the Kapil Dev top wicket taker in Australia honor? So, it was taken away by Bumrah. So, Bumrah has surpassed the Kapil Dev to become India's top wicket taker in Australia, and particularly in Australian soil. And he surpassed Kapil Dev's tally of 51 wickets on December 18, 2024 during the third test that was going between India and Australia in Gaba, that is Brisbane. Ashwin's retirement, a historic cricket career, concludes. So you must have heard about this the very last yesterday. So this person, Ravichandran Ashwin, he started his career in 2011, and made his debut World Cup in 2011 World Cup, and particularly he was a part of that team that won the 2011 World Cup. So let's read about him. So Ravichandran Ashwin has announced his retirement from international cricket. The announcement came at the end of the third Border Gavaskar Trophy Test in Brisbane on December 18, 2024. Ashwin's 14-year international career is marked by tactical brilliance and record-breaking achievements. He leaves behind a legacy as the second highest wicket taker for India in Test cricket and one of the most versatile bowlers in the game's history. So do remember the name. The name is Ravichandran Ashwin, and the most famous thing that he has done is to bowl the last over in the 2013 Champions Trophy, where he saved very mere runs, and India won that Champions Trophy final by mere 5 runs. So do remember Ravichandran Ashwin. Tulsi Gowda, the encyclopedia of forests, passes away. Tulsi Gowda, known as the tree goddess, was an environmentalist from Karnataka. She was celebrated for her dedication to afforestation and ecological preservation. Born in 1944, she overcame personal and financial hardship to become a symbol of environmental conservation. Her efforts, including planting over 1 lakh trees, earned her the Padma Shri Award in 2021. She passed away on December 16, 2024, leaving behind an inspiring legacy. So do remember that Tulsi Gowda, the encyclopedia of forests, passed away. And she was from Karnataka, also known as tree goddess. So the question that could come into your exam would be like this, that whom of the following was famously known as tree goddess or the encyclopedia of forests? So the answer is, remember, Tulsi Gowda, and she was from Karnataka. Ayodhya Ram Temple wins the Global Safety Excellence Award. So the Ram Temple projects in Ayodhya has been awarded the Sword of Honor from the British Safety Council. This accolade highlights the exceptional safety measures implemented during the temple's construction. The announcement was made by Nripendra Mishra, chairman of the construction committee of Shri Ram Janambhoomi Tirth Kshetra Trust. The award underscores the meticulous planning, execution, and adherence to global safety standards. So do remember that Ayodhya Ram Temple wins the Global Safety Excellence Award. This temple was recently inaugurated in 2024 in January, and particularly now it has been awarded the Global Safety Excellence Award. Surya Bala's novel wins 34th Vyas Samman 2024. So Hindi writer Surya Bala has been awarded the 34th Vyas Samman 2024 for her novel Kaun Desh Ko Wasi, Venu Ki Diary. So this was the name of the book, and for this book she got the 34th Vyas Samman Award. So just pick your notebook and do write down this news, because this is very important, and you would be particularly countering this question in your exam soon. Published in 2018, the novel explores cultural conflicts and identity struggles faced by Indian youth in America. The Vyas Samman, instituted in 1991 by the KK Birla Foundations, honors outstanding Hindi literary works from the past decade. The award includes a cash prize of rupees 4 lakh, a citation, and a plaque. So do remember that Surya Bala novel wins 34th Vyas Samman 2024. And that's it in this session, guys. I hope you learned a lot of things with me in this session and gained a lot of knowledge regarding this particular session of the current affairs. I will meet you in the next session. Till then, bye bye. Take care, everyone, and see you soon.